I find it so funny that people tell me, oh, I want to get things done, I want to be productive. I didn't finish all the things I was supposed to do today. Even my teachers in school, they're like, oh, I haven't marked this test yet. And they're like, oh no, I didn't get this done. I'm like, okay, but how is there like no time in your entire day to do that? I understand, yes, life happens, you're busy and other things happen, but then I notice even you are still struggling with getting things done, and I'm like, okay, why? And then people are like, oh, I was distracted, I was watching a movie, I was eating, I went with my friends to a party. Like this, I that special, I went with my friends to a party. I mostly see that with my mates, and I'm like, okay, any other excuse? Like, do you have anything actually reasonable to not get things done and be productive? And they're like, actually, no, I just felt tired to do it. And I'm like, okay, but if you really value something and you want to get it done, you will get it done. And if you don't, you're either lazy, you're procrastinating, making up stupid excuses not to do them. And then later on, you blame time, or you find someone else to blame because you're pathetic. You don't know how to manage your time. Over the past 2 months, actually almost 3 months now, I have been experimenting on myself because, trust, I genuinely, I know I used to not know how to manage my time, but for the past 3 months, I've tried different methods of managing my time and getting things done. But before the past 3 months, one thing I do every night is, okay, tomorrow, what do I want to do? I write everything down, plan my day, schedule myself, set my alarm. Sometimes when I sleep early, I wake up 4 a.m., 5 a.m. If I sleep late, I wake up late as 6 a.m., 7 a.m. And I always have my things to do immediately I wake up. This morning when I woke up, guess the first thing I did? Most people go on their phones and scroll, and then later on they're like, oh, I'm not productive today, because when you woke up, the first thing you went to is your phone. Your screen time gives your brain this rush of weird dopamine that your brain and you get high on, and you want more. Some people think, oh, the only people that get addicted to something are people that do drugs. That is total BS. You could get addicted to your phone, you could get addicted to eating, you can get addicted to running. Running is not a bad thing, but when you run too much, it's a bad thing. You get addicted to drinking sodas, you get addicted to wearing too much lip. Like, you can get addicted to anything as far as it releases a rush of dopamine in your head that you love to get high on, then you are addicted to it. You wake up, you go on your phone, you didn't even check if you can walk, you didn't even get up, you didn't even pray to God, and then you're like, oh, my day was not productive, because you started your day not being productive. Let me tell you, when I woke up, I prayed first. I was supposed to do 25 push-ups, but I was feeling a bit tired, so I just did 15. It was almost 16, but I didn't count the last one because I was a bit, yeah. After the push-ups, I read a book. After reading a book, I made my contents for Instagram and TikTok without. If I tell you that I didn't scroll on one reel or one TikTok video, you would not believe me, but I actually did not, watch videos that doesn't give me any advantage. And I did everything in the morning from 4 a.m. till around 8 a.m., actually 6 a.m. Then I actually did my house chores, even though I'm not done. But then you say, I want to be productive, but then you wake up and you're doing something that's not productive. See, if you want to have a good day, you have to start your day good. I've noticed, if let's say I'm angry and something bad has happened in my day and I don't reflect on it, and I go to bed angry, when I wake up, the first thing I'll remember is what happened yesterday, and I'll think of what happened yesterday, which is something negative. And when you think about negative things, you really see some sort of endorphins in your body, like your emotions get, you wake up in a very melancholy state, and then when you think about it, in the morning, when your brain is just waking up, your brain is waking up to sad mode, depression mode, and then you start your day in a really low energy, and then by the end of your day, you're like, oh, I'm so angry, I didn't get this done because my friend. It's not your friend, it's you. It's not your, yes, your friend was part of the distractions, but the main distraction is yourself. Why is that? You start your day, you didn't even pray, you didn't work out, you didn't drink water. Like when I wake up, one thing I do, I either take hot water because it helps with, clear skin, digestion. I take hot water, lime and honey because it helps with like sore throat and like clogged nose and everything. And it's also healthy to take, or I take like tea, herbal teas, not coffees, because too much of coffees, hot chocolates, and all these things is very unhealthy. I did not just learn that on my own, but I learned it from my PE teacher, and she is such a great blessing I've had in my life. All my teachers are great blessings that I have in my life because I learned things from them. Like, they're adults. I learned things that, okay, they did this as adults and they regret it, so I obviously will not do that in order not to go through their same way and then regret in the future. You say, I want to be productive, but did you plan your day? Listen, before I sleep, no, even if I'm tired, I type it on my phone, and then when I wake up after reading, I write it down in a book, because when I write, I can see what I'm writing and my brain is, putting everything in my memory. So when I wake up, even if I forget the first three things, like when I'm opening my book to look for the page where I wrote it, my brain remembers, oh, last night before I slept, I opened the book and I wrote something down. That action will spark my memory. I'll remember what I want to do. I get it done. If there is no time for some things, then I look, okay, I have to play basketball and I have to read the Bible. Which one is more important? I weigh my options and go for the better one. Like this morning, I had to shave, wash the bathroom, so many other things. And I'm like, the last time I actually posted a video on YouTube was 7 days ago. If I shoot this video now, I'm able to edit faster and post. But if I don't shoot it now and I do my bathroom and some other chores, later in the day, I may actually not have time to shoot the video because I'll get carried away with other things and I'll most likely actually forget. So if I shoot the video now, I know, okay, this thing, top of my list, it's done. What's next to do? And I get it done fast. And I also have reward systems, okay? I have reward systems. My bedtime is actually 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. If I sleep 8 p.m., I'm waking up 4 a.m. or 3 if possible. If I sleep 9 p.m., I'm going to wake up 5 a.m. or 4 if possible. So I know if I get all my things for the day done before 6, 7 p.m., I can reward myself by watching a movie I like. I can reward myself by listening to extra podcasts. I can reward myself by, taking extra healthy food. I can reward myself by maybe just sleeping earlier and still waking up 5 a.m. I can reward myself by, okay, I normally go to school 7:30 or 8 a.m. And when I get to school early, I go to my teachers, for morning flex. I learn things that I didn't quite get well. And if I get everything well, I read a book or do research. If I get everything done, I can reward myself by something good that's going to release positive dopamine and chemicals in my head that helps me feel happy, proud of myself, and makes me want to do more and be more productive. You want to be productive, but you don't want to put in the efforts. Baby, no one will work for you. No one will help you. It's your life yourself. Yes, you have to receive help from people. You have to be kind to people. You have to receive kindness. But if you don't show that kindness to yourself, how do you want people to show it to you? How do you want yourself to see that, yes, I'm achieving this, I'm improving this? Like, there's no way it's gonna work. So if you want to be productive, don't look at the things you cannot control. Look at yourself. Look at the people, not the people you can control, because you don't want to control people. You want to have them willingly let you, ask them to do stuff for you because they want to, not because you're some bully or some weird person who just controls everyone. And one last tip, you want to be productive, but you don't know how. Like, it's okay not to know how, but if you don't know how and you don't want to learn how, you're not willing to learn, you're not willing to be a beginner and learn things from scratch, you're not willing to be open-minded on different methods on doing things, like, there is just no way absolutely no way productivity is gonna come near you or your life in any way. And last but not the least, because this video is gonna be not too long, not too short, because I also have other videos to shoot. You want to be productive, but when you put in the effort, you're not consistent. I totally understand, because I've fallen for this so many times. One week I'm very productive, the other week I just decide to lazy around. The other week I'm like, the next week I'm productive and consistent. The other week I'm like, I'm tired, or I give up or whatever. But I don't give up, okay? That is not me. I would never give up. If you want to win in life, you have to be consistent with what you do. You have to be consistent at what you are willing to do. You have an agency business, you're closing deals with clients, but you only do your job like a week in a month. Out of the 4 weeks of a month, you only do things 1 week. And the 1 week, Sunday you're on, Monday you're off, Tuesday you're mini, Wednesday you're on, Thursday you're like, no one knows your schedule. You're not consistent. You're confusing your body system. You're confusing yourself. You're confusing your clients. You're confusing the team and the people you work with. And probably you would miss lots of opportunities to, do better and achieve better, because you're not just productively consistent in yourself and the things you do. And if you don't do that, no matter how delusional you are, no matter how much you affirm to yourself, if you don't put in that effort, you're never gonna get it. I'm not being mean, but it's the truth. It is the truth. And you have to know that. And you may say, oh, I'm saying all these things in my channels. Like I said in the beginning, I use myself for experiment so I can tell you what works and what does not work. I've come to a conclusion that most successful people are productive. You can never see a very unsuccessful people and they'll tell you, oh, I'm very productive. That's a lie. They are capping. Maybe if they tell you they're productive, maybe they're productive in procrastinating. Maybe they're productive in being lazy. Maybe they're productive in being addicted and stupid things that gives them a weird rush or high of dopamine. Maybe they're addicted to overeating. Maybe they're addicted to overthinking. Maybe they're very productive in that areas. But in positive areas, only successful people are productive. And I can say so far, this semester has been one of the most productive ones, and it shows. It shows in my health, it shows in my academics, it shows in my sports, it shows in my spirituality, it shows in my content creation, it shows in every high value skills I started learning from January 1st, 2024, okay, whatever that is, of this year. And it shows a lot. So we have come to the end of this video. I hope you've learned 1 or 2 things, and I hope you've decided to be productive. But if you like this video, please like it, subscribe to my channel, comment anything you felt I missed, and just comment your general thoughts on how productive you are. What do you think makes you more productive? And also, before I forget, make sure to sleep well and rest your body, because a body that's not well rested, you can't even think straight. Your stress levels are high and you're frustrated, and over silly things, you just get really overwhelmed. Then you start crying, you start cutting yourself, you start doing whatever things you do that's very negative, and those things do not lead to being productive or being positive. So you're at the end. My name is Tofunmi. I love you all, and make sure to subscribe to this video, give it a thumbs up, comment in the comment section, and share this video to anybody you feel needs productivity in their life. Bye.